Gaines Elementary School, and we got this school for a project, and we noticed, with the help of our partner and some research, that this school and like this area has an issue, not necessarily an issue, but are dealing with hunger in the community
on a pretty daily basis. So we chose to focus on that, and we wanted to make sure that the way that we approached it was not at all offensive, and that we made it clear that we wanted to contribute and we wanted to learn so that we could actually help and not just come for a day and never come back. So we went to Our Daily Bread.
It's like a ministry's mission to help feed the community, and they do this by providing meals throughout the day at a church, and they offer breakfast and lunch.
And the day that we went was on a day that they were very, very busy. Michaela and I held the doors and were the welcome people, and Mecca and Haley were the people making sure that they stayed in the right area of the church, because the original place that they had this burned down, and so they had to relocate to a place that was big enough for all those people. And a few people in the church are actually not comfortable with the situation at the moment, which is pretty sad if you think about it, because it's helping a lot of people.
And it was really fun because we got to help out in like a real way, and we got to talk to people and see how they felt about the community and as just, life in general,
Right.
And how they fed their families and things like that.
And talking to those people, we learned a lot about how they live on a day-to-day basis, and a lot of people are struggling only in a couple different areas. For instance, there was a lady that was on her laptop and was going to school, and she was actually an engineer, and she worked at a BMW, and then she had to quit her job because she had 5 kids, and that was a situation where she couldn't work and go to school at the same time with that many children, so she had to find a way to make ends meet, and that meant coming to the food bank. And there were a lot of other situations like that where they weren't completely poor, they were just in a lot of ways unlucky in how the cards were dealt to them.
So, as we said earlier, we did our project on issues of hunger in the community, and we wanted to approach it in the most sensitive way possible so that we wouldn't offend them.
So we decided to kind of go for a health/nutrition view of it and talk more about healthy habits and healthy food that is affordable, instead of talking about going out and buying organic vegetables and organic meats, which are expensive. So we steered our lesson plans in the way of being able to read nutrition labels so that you know what your body's taking in, or making healthy choices. So going to McDonald's, and instead of getting maybe a McDouble, instead maybe get a grilled chicken sandwich, which is only 50 cents more. So that's kind of how we steered it.
Right, I wanted to be realistic. People are gonna do what's cheaper or what's more affordable, and they go to fast food restaurants because it's what they do. They have to be able to provide for their family in a way that they can, which is affordable and which is the most convenient. And so we decided to, analyze fast food menus and help choose healthier options that are still affordable and that provide more protein and are less calories but still can fill you up. And we also targeted health education standards and ways to practice healthier living, like planting a garden in your home, fruits, vegetables, things like that.
So I think we ended up approaching a real issue in a really sensitive way.
This was an extremely humbling learning experience for our group. We realized that if many families are living this way in the Gaines Elementary School community, then many families are focused on convenience and affordability over health. We have created a week-long lesson plan that keys in on these factors that directly affect this community. Although it is not always easy, when eating out at fast food restaurants, there are always healthier options to choose. Since low-income families cannot necessarily afford to eat organic food, we want to try to expose ways to eat healthier at the same places they currently eat. We also plan on creating a class garden that is simple and inexpensive for the students to replicate in their own front or backyards. These small but effective changes in diet are convenient and important to teach our children who are being raised in a country filled with childhood obesity and other health problems associated with food. Although the majority of the Gaines School community is low income, we can still make a difference as educators in a variety of ways. This can be best accomplished by volunteering, informing our students about healthier options, and most importantly, treating those in need with dignity and respect.